great platform if you want to get started. It is very easy to use. There's lots of PDF guides that are available. You can just click and it like creates ads for you instantly, super easy. Hello, hello. Hi, welcome. Hey. Hi, everybody. Hi, Darice. Hi, Monica. Hey, Wendy.
How's it going?
Going good. How are you?
Dream.
All right, I know we got, I think, a couple new people in here, and for some of us, we may already know this, so we're going to chime in and share a little bit of information. But all right, this is what we're going to be talking about today. And this is setting up a real estate growth systems for building your transactions. Okay. And so we're going to talk about traffic sources, all kinds of sources that we have, capture points, what we're going to do in automated follow-up, and then also the manual follow-up part. So all these, let's just cover these bases here today on those things. And then we will have lots of great information to talk about. Sound good to everybody? Give me a thumbs up. Who's pumped up and ready to get some more business today? All right, thank you.
Right.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna look at everyone on here. Hey, Monica, if you can't turn on your camera, this is a little interactive here. We're gonna make this an interactive session. Thank you. I want to see hands of who's running. Okay, number one, who's door knocking and cold calling right now? Anyone? Okay.
Herb.
All right, Monica. Monica, yes, good. Actually, I haven't been doing very many cold calls and door knockings, although inside my body, I'm shaking. I'm going like, I need to get out there and do it because I'm so used to doing that.
Herb is a huge cold caller.
Yes. So cold call used to be my thing. And then I got to a point, or I'm at a point now where it's like my database is too large. There's no way that I can do it. And so I'm looking and leaning into other systems to be able to generate leads on a consistent basis. And then how do we follow up and do all of that? So I'm even getting to the point where I can't do the manual follow-up anymore. So I'm going to have to attack that. So everyone's at a different point in their journey. And so Monica, you said, I think you're getting your makeup on. So anyway, you said that you do door knocking still. Tell us about that. Do you do that every day?
I haven't in a while, but that's my go-to. I think it's just because that's how I was trained. So that's really all I know how to do.
Okay, great. This is going to be hopefully maybe give you something to think about as you grow your business. Can I ask how many transactions you do right now about in a year, let's say?
Not enough. I've been in a slump and for some reason, I'm getting a lot of rentals. So I'm trying to just distance myself from that and only focus on listings and buyers. And I have 2 buyers right now. One's in contract.
Excellent. Great. Great. And so I remember at a point where doing rentals and you're going to work twice as hard and get paid this much versus getting paid this much and working a little bit less. And so rentals is a really hard business. I know that there are some agents that just do rentals and that's all that they do and they make a good living at it. However, if you really want to leverage yourself and grow your business and your income, I think you really need to, and this is me talking to myself a few years back, stop doing rentals.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm like turning them away. I'm like, no more. Stay away from me.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Because honestly, all the time that you're spending on those rentals, you could be spending on building your sales and buyer business, right? Okay.
I disagree. For brand new agents, I think rentals are really good practice. Number one, you're looking them up in MLS, you're mapping them, you're finding out if there's applications, you're driving them around, you're opening up doors, using your lock boxes. So I think it's a really good way to start off because then you're not screwing up a buyer, you're just screwing up a renter, right? And if you get $200 or $300, guess what? That's going to help pay for some lead gen because a lot of brand new agents don't have the business yet. So Anyway, that's just my thought process. And then if you do it correctly and add them all to your database and then follow up with them in 9 months, then they can be the buyer. So it is a good way to start. But yeah, eventually you want to like weed that out because it is not the highest and best use of your time.
Yes, I agree. And thank you, Wendy. I think that's a great perspective. Thank you for jumping in. That's what this mastermind's all about. Everyone sharing their perspectives and ideas, and we grow together. So thank you. So door knock, and so we got one person door knocking, anyone doing cold calls. Okay. I love cold calls. Honestly, I think door knocking, cold calling, there's door knocking and then there's cold calling. And I think you get a better, faster yield cold calling because you don't have to walk from one door to another door and you can just dial your way across to the next one. And so you can be even more effective using cold calling. So I think also next step up from that in terms of effectiveness is going to be running some social media and paid advertising, right? But of course, you need to start with the rental business to get some money in so that you can pay for those ads because now you're in a pay to play kind of situation, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I get hit up like about 3 times a day from people that want to revenue split leads or sell me leads or all those kind of things. I get hit up constantly from people like that. And I can tell you, I personally don't think it's a good way to grow your business doing any of those things and dealing with anyone that calls you out of the blue trying to sell you leads. Just forget about it. I think I went down that path once or twice and I regretted it each time. So anyway, let's talk about paid ads, right? We got Facebook, Instagram, and then let's also talk about YouTube because that one's starting to hit the radar more and more. And Facebook ads, Instagram ads, these are not new things. They've been around for a long time. And what I mean a long time, maybe about 5 to 7 years is really where it started its growth pattern. And now I think there's a lot of real estate agents that are hitting that, tapping that source. We'll also talk a little bit about YouTube and how that's changing the landscape because I think that's the next frontier. And if you want, we can talk about TikTok as well. So, and maybe some other ones. But in terms of Facebook and Instagram ads, is anyone running Facebook and Instagram ads? All right. We got a couple heads nodding. Patricia, you're starting. I know you're starting on this, right?
I'm starting.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had a bad news today through Facebook. And I got a message that my page. I had a problem before that I told you that I had to build a new page. So today I got a message that I have to contact them because maybe my page is gonna be removed because was a problem. Blah, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah.
I get those every single day.
Yes.
I get 20 of them a day. When you start running ads, they go after you. Do not click on anything and do not.
Oh my God, I just replied.
Don't
No.
I got scared. I got
That
scared.
is a scam. You'll notice that there's like a person's name on it. It's like Facebook
Yeah,
doesn't contact
was
you that
about to
way.
contact you, her, but I said, oh my God, maybe her is too busy. I don't want to bother him. And then I was so scared, and oh my God,
Yeah.
they're gonna close my account again.
No,
And,
they're trying to scam you.
but I contact. How come they have the link of Facebook Meta in the bottom? It's like it's Meta. It's not
No,
there.
it's not. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Oh
Yeah.
my G. Thank
All
you.
right.
But
That's
then-
number one. So if you're starting to run these Instagram ads and Facebook ads, you're going to be contacted by a lot of scammers that are going to tell you that you're something about illegal content or whatever it is, and they're going to shut down your page and you need to talk to them. Mm-mm.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, Patricia, when you click on the link, that's giving them the access to tackle into your computer.
Yeah. So
I
you might
did.
want to, do we
I
need to
did it.
change passwords now or what?
I would go in, change all your passwords, and don't click on any more links.
Yeah.
That's right. I don't know. I didn't know.
Now, one secret about that, Patricia, look at their email address. If you go look at their email address, you'll see it's either a Gmail or Hotmail or some spammy address. It's not a Meta or nothing else. So just that's the other thing you do, and that's your other first clue that they're not legit. Because when you're getting the thing from the Meta team and you look at a Gmail or Hotmail or whatever, it's not. You'll know it's not them.
was a message through the what's the
Messenger.
name? No messenger. It's through. It's like a message. Business suite.
Anything that says anything like that is spam. If
So
you ever want to check your Facebook page quality, here's the link.
If Facebook doesn't like you, they're just going to shut your account down. They're not going to tell you. They're just going to shut it down. Wendy, you're muted. I can't hear you.
because
Pretty much, they just shut you off.
They just shut you off.
they want to
listen
change the
to any of
password,
that.
but it's a good news. So it's a good thing. They don't want to shut down my account.
Yeah. Okay. That's an important thing to realize. Don't get scared on these scammers. Scammers are constantly trying to trick us left and right. And so who's here's doing their Facebook and Instagram ads using the ads manager or who is using, okay, first, who's using ads manager versus maybe some other kind of platform? Anyone?
I haven't used Ads Manager in a while because I've just had Street Text running everything.
So who's using Street Text? All right, great. And I have not been on Street Text for a while, but I am coming back, guys, and I'm boosting up my ads and all that kind of stuff. So finally, hooray. You'll see me on those masterminds as well. Anyway, okay. So Monica, we got to talk. Are you interested in running some Facebook or Instagram ads?
I am. I have Street Text as well, so I don't know if they do Instagram though.
Yes.
Okay.
They do? Oh, okay.
So tell us about your experience so far. Where are you with that process?
I don't have a big budget, so I only do a little at a time, and I switch between them and listing to leads.
Okay.
And just because listing to leads is a little more affordable for me.
Okay.
And then I'm on Wendy's team, so she runs ads and I call her leads as well.
Okay. Oh, great. I got a question for you. For those people that have listings to leads and Street Text, and Wendy, I think you're the perfect one to talk about this. And I saw you put out something just recently that, where was it? I printed it out actually. It was, this thing here.
Yeah.
This is what you put together. Thank you so much. And it shows that you ran 3 different ads. And also these are your YouTube ads that you're running right now. And on here you have ABC social media ads. And is that because you ran 3 separate trials?
Yes.
Yeah. So split test. So I think what kind of
that is like a thing to explain to your seller how you find the best ad and run with it.
Oh, is that what this is? Okay.
It's for your listing presentation.
This is really, that's really great. I love it. But this also helps explain for our group here a little bit about what's going on. And that is that ABC, we have split tests. And yes, you can do this on Ads Manager, but Street Text sure makes it a whole lot easier to do. And what it does is when you run an ad, it's going to put it out there to the universe, and then people are going to start interacting with it. And based on who starts interacting with it, it's going to start dialing in on more and more people like that. Now, sometimes this is like shooting an arrow into the cloud someplace, right? And it can shoot an arrow and have some people that might be interested in the ad, but they're never going to buy or they're never going to sell. And it can shoot an arrow into someone that are hot buyers. And it's going to find more people like that, or hot sellers, and it's going to find more people like that. And so that's why you run 3 ads of the same thing to find out which one's giving you the best result.
Yeah, that's huge.
Does that help?
It's the same picture, same ad copy, same area. Everything is the same, but one always works better than the other ones. So it's really important to do that. I know they were talking yesterday on the mastermind that like you could just wait 8 hours and then turn off the other ones. I always wait 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, you do
Because
need,
I think
you do need longer than, it used to be 8 hours, now 24 minimum,
I know.
minimum.
I always go because it takes a while for the algorithm. Like Lori just ran an ad and she's, oh my God, I only got one lead. And it's just, wait a minute, it's only been a minute. And now she has 12. So 12 seller leads that came in or whatever it was. You need to be patient. It will
Be
work.
patient. And so if you're using listing the leads, try a few different of their ads, right? And then you can actually go into Ads Manager and duplicate those ads and just keep an eye on them and then see which one's performing. Or listing the leads, maybe an ad's not working, stop it. And then relaunch it again and see if that does better.
Email you when your ad isn't performing. They'll email you and be, and
Yeah.
they're like, hey, this ad's not performing. We suggest you shut it off.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Mhm.
great. So,
Wendy, didn't Chase have something yesterday that's doing a different spin where it's going and finding other agents running ads, showing how they weren't running ads that were effective compared to yours?
Yes. So you can actually go into someone's Facebook page, right? If you're talking about your competition at a listing appointment. I don't know, but say this guy says, I'm still meeting with Steve Hawks at Platinum Real Estate. I could be like, oh, okay, let's take a look at what he's doing. And you could pull up his page and click on About and then click on something else. And it literally shows you all the ads they're running. So
Wow.
so if you're not seeing anything, guess what? They're not running any ads.
That's the one I like
But
better.
look at Wendy, your real estate boss. They pulled my account up and it was just like,
I tried that yesterday, but nothing showed up for me. I even pulled yours up, Wendy, and nothing would show up. I'm like, is it a glitch? So Heather tried too, and we couldn't get anything to show up.
oh,
Try YouTube, try
No.
YouTube, and it'll probably be on YouTube to show you how to do it. But it's
yeah, it was about, I got to where you have to go to the page and you have to click About, and I can't remember the next
When you
step.
go to the page
I kinda like-
transparency,
there's page transparency. Let's see.
and then in the middle, it's like a view all or something, click here or something.
Okay, I'll hit record. Mary Thompson, what's your page name? Oh, right there.
Your favorite property girl, not the digital marketing.
Not the
That's,
digital marketing?
nope,
Oh,
that's the one that got shut down.
okay.
That's linked to my Facebook that got shut down.
Your favorite property girl.
Yeah.
There you are. Okay, and then
And
About.
why do you think your page got shut down? Do you know?
I was hacked.
You were hacked. Okay.
I was hacked, and whoever hacked me, they were from like some country, and I don't know what they did, but they got me.
Yeah. I got hacked on my Instagram account once and it was
I see
so
your ads.
upsetting.
I see your ads. Hold on.
Let's share the screen. Yeah.
Share the screen because it was not working, and I was like, maybe it was because
Okay, this is what I did. This is what I did. Page
Yeah.
transparency.
up, see
See
all,
all. Ad
go to
library.
library.
There it is.
That's so crazy because it didn't pull up yesterday.
Yeah, so when you're looking at your competition, like you could definitely see if they're actually running ads or if they're whatever they're doing. I don't know. I don't really pay attention. I just do the things and
I know, same.
But if you do want to know, get some ideas, maybe you can search through that as well. So once you're in that system, you can search for home value and see what kind of ads are running.
yeah, so here ad library. That's funny.
Now, one thing that's interesting, a lot of people forget about, and especially us, because all of us are such busy people on a browser. I had an issue where things weren't pulling up, and I had to go in and clear my cache and history and stuff because
Yeah.
the cookies or something were interfering with it. So if you're having problems, go in there and clear the 18,000 things that are in there, and you'd be surprised how your page might perform better for you.
Really?
I'm gonna do a value email on
Yeah,
it.
because you gotta remember this, with the cookies and all that, they're tracking you if you let them, but you have other stuff in there that's designed to let your page load quicker. And so sometimes the way things change for how you're going in there, it's just like IP address. It isn't just one, there's 1,000 of them against an IP address. So if you go in there and clear your cache and clear your browser, I make it a point at least once a month to go in and just do a quick tune-up in there, I call it. And I'll run a scan, I'll run the malware stuff, all that, just because we have so much stuff we do that we're clicking through. And like I said, just for whatever reason, the browser calling itself protecting me being secure wouldn't let me do something. And By the time I ran through everything, and I'm all the way down to tech support, and they go, "Hey, Leon, have you cleared the cache out of your browser lately?" And I go in there, it's only about 12,000. Let me do this, and it reset everything.
Gotcha. That's good to know.
Thank you, Herb. This is good content for my next value email.
Good. Awesome. So let's talk about capture points. So we're running ads. You can do the ad manager, whatever. And then let's also spend a couple minutes talking about YouTube. Or should we talk about YouTube right now?
Let's talk about YouTube.
Let's talk about YouTube. I agree with that. Okay. And YouTube is one that I haven't really dived into all that much. And Wendy, you have so many great pieces of content in your Notion database on this subject. But I was blown away when I saw this on your terrific $12 million listing, and then the number of views and the cost, even the 1.4 million. Okay. I'm blown away. You got new subscribers, 27,000 views, 82,000 views on these. That's amazing. How much did you have to spend on that?
A lot.
A lot.
So I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to ramp those up. Number one, because the $12 million, I feel like I need more eyeballs on it. So I'm not just gonna find someone with $12 million around the corner. So I wanted that to really get a lot of exposure, even though the seller never goes to YouTube and doesn't even care that I'm spending that kind of money. But I would love to sell the $12 million home, right? It's $360,000. It's worth a couple $100. So yes, $200 on that one.
Couple $100. Look, couple $100 for 82,000 views. That's pretty phenomenal.
The most important thing with that is to be able to show your proof of what you're doing to your seller. Like when you go in and you tell your seller that you're a digital marketing queen, right? And you're going to do this and that, they're going to want to see results if it's not sold. They're going to be like, well, where's the stats? Where's the numbers? So if you can show them, this is what I'm doing on Facebook, this is what I'm doing on YouTube, this is what we're doing for luxury, blah, blah, blah. Here's all the things every week, then it shows that you are doing the thing. It's just not everybody has $12 million. So, which is the conversation I just had with them. I'm not used to not anybody wanting to see a property like for 2 weeks.
Listen, everyone's buying at 500. Everyone's buying at 1 million, right? But the number of buyers that are out, the pool of buyers that are out there for $12 million is a lot smaller. The time to sell a $12 million home is a lot longer than something that you can sell on a weekend.
And the keywords are super important too, because you want to generate organic traffic as well. You want keywords in your description, you want keywords in your title, you want keywords in your tags, right? And when you go to Google and see what people are Googling about cabins in Mount Charleston or whatever, then you're going to see what people are looking for and you're going to want to put that in your stuff. Like, I know. So when we did Lake Las Vegas, we saw, thank you, Dad. We saw that lots of people were Googling the what is it? What is that big canyon by us? Grand Canyon National Park. Like, for some reason, they're tying Lake Las Vegas to Grand Canyon National Park. So now I have to say something organically in my description about that to drive those viewers, those Googlers to my YouTube channel. So that whole organic thing is really important too. And I'm trying to work on that. I love just spending money to get what I want. We also need the organic because you don't always want to be running paid ads because it ruins your channel.
Here's a question that I have. I don't know the answer to this, but do you have, when you spend money on a video that you post on, basically you post a video on YouTube and then you have the option to promote it, right?
Yeah.
So when you do that, when you promote it, does that somehow also increase organic traffic as a result somehow, or does it?
That's the cool thing. So you can either do engagement or views when you promote a YouTube video. Super easy to do. So when you do the engagement though, you are getting a lot more likes and comments and subscribers. That's what engagement does. Right? And then in turn, when they subscribe to your channel, every time you post a video, they get notified. right?
Right.
That's what you love about subscribers. So I feel like that's going to turn into organic once I post another video and then they see it and then maybe they just like it and I don't even have to pay them to like it. And then as far as the views goes, you definitely want people to watch it, but you want them to watch all the way through it. But it's cool when you could say, I have 950 hours of watch time on your video.
And another aspect to this is not only the advertising that you're doing to build your brand, but I think also a big point of what you're making here is that you're doing this is your listing presentation or part of your listing presentation on what you're doing. And therefore it really is all about
that was from
exposure.
Chase, by the way. Chase gave that in Street Text Mastermind. And I tackled him in Messenger. And I was like, I'm going to a $5.5 million listing appointment. I need that. Could you please send it to me? So he sent it to me yesterday and I revamped it and took it with me to explain to them what we do. And they were fascinated by it.
Yeah. I remember years ago, I sat down at a listing appointment and I got the listing. And then the people told me that it was because that I do this YouTube advertise, or not YouTube, but Facebook advertising to promote their listing, and I can get people interested in their property from it, that they went with me and versus a discount broker. They were really about the saving the money on the commission, and I was full price. And they said that was the reason that we went with you. And sure enough, we went way over list price, multiple offers, and all that kind of stuff. And that was before the pandemic.
A lot of people, they don't even understand what digital marketing is. Like, we know it because we talk about it every day and we study it and we paid a lot of money to learn how to do it. But a lot of people out there, they don't know what that is. And they're like, who the hell would want a $5 million property on Facebook?
Right.
You know? I get it. I get it. But there are people out there that are on Facebook and we want to tackle everybody. Another cool thing that Chase said, he's like a freaking, I just love him. He said, they launch their properties on Tuesdays. This was huge because nobody really launches their properties on Tuesday. So when you're set up for a Zillow search, a Realtor.com search, your MLS search, whatever it is, and a property hits the market, you get a list of properties that hit the market because almost everybody posts Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? If you post on a Tuesday, your property is like the only one in that email. Right? Is that genius?
That's interesting.
And when you tell a seller that, I did say that yesterday too. I just turned into Chase in my listing appointment.
That's something.
They're like, oh, that makes sense. And that's what I said yesterday when I heard Chase say it. I'm like, we are freaking launching, Joanna, we are launching our listings on Tuesdays.
It'll be interesting to see what the overall response is and what your thoughts are and how that turns out.
It gives you enough marketing time to market for the weekend in case you do an open house or whatever. And then you can literally have it sold by Sunday because you have that whole time.
One of my strategies for my listings is to launch it several days before. Now I'm doing Wednesdays, but it's a trade-off between days on market and enough time to get it saturated. But maybe I might try some Tuesdays as well. And then I drive no showings until the weekend because I want everyone to see it, get exposure to it, and anticipate the weekend. And then I get everyone in on a short showing.
Yeah, especially if it's owner occupied, then you don't have to drive your people crazy for a whole.
Yes,
especially the sense of urgency that you create, in other words.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I try and do. Even when I'm scheduling showings and all that kind of stuff, I lump them all together. Even if it's on a lockbox, I give them specific time windows so that more than one person is going there at the same time. I don't care if they have to wait.
Wendy, your YouTube stuff for the engagement, are you doing your channel and individual videos, or were you doing engagement through the videos and then creating signups to the channel?
Yeah, I'm just doing listings. Like, so my other videos, I don't have ads being ran behind them. So I'm not running channel ads. I'm running listing ads. And just because I want my listings to get the most exposure possible. As far as YouTube, ads like driving people to my channel that way. No, I haven't really did that. I did do it with Tech Tuesday, which worked. That's how we got our Dubai agent. She was apparently I accidentally ran it in a bunch of countries.
Yeah.
And she joined. So there we go. But yeah, so you could definitely do a little thing on your channel, like what you have on your channel, blah blah blah, and then run like a Facebook ad behind it, driving people to there. But no, I haven't.
What's your average video length?
So my property videos, that cabin one ended up being like 6.5 minutes just because it's so big. There's no way we could do it in a couple minutes. Some of my long form videos are, up to 8 or 9 minutes, but I don't like doing it. A lot of our Tech Tuesdays are 60 minutes, right? So they're on there for 60 minutes, but for the most part, I'm like a 2 or 3 minute girl.
What I've been finding out and what I was told to another person that really does a lot of YouTube stuff. I still do a YouTube short because shorts will get a lot of people real quick, and it gives me the thing because watch time is important. I was told 10 minutes is the magic number. YouTube loves you because they can throw ads across there on the longer videos. So they will sit there and give you more favorable rankings pushing up, knowing that they got more ad time on your stuff.
No, definitely the truth. Agent Launch kept telling me that. They're just like, you need to dive deeper, dig deeper.
That's more for the
It's
long
boring.
form, right?
Yeah, long form.
Yeah.
But like when you're talking about your area, like I could wrap that up in 2 minutes. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I did one yesterday. 10 minutes though. So what I usually do is I do a short for the new listing video, but I also have Tour Factory does my other ones. And so they go on my YouTube channel and then I do my narrated walkthrough and I make sure I keep those just around a little over 10 minutes and they're getting more watch time because the channel watch time is the important thing nowadays. If you want to try something, try 10 minutes and then just, it sounds funny to say this. It's not that hard. You just slow down. You don't feel rushed. Go ahead and walk through because now you have time.
Speaking
And
to someone that speeds up her voice.
yes. And that 10 minutes will because they get their commercials on your YouTube channel. So you'll get more watch time and put more traffic through the site.
That's funny.
That's amazing. Let's see. And so let's talk a little bit about landing pages. On how are we incorporating landing pages? I know street text, I know listing the leads. And Carrie, if you want to jump out, do you have your listing the lead referral link? And do you want to pop that out there? You're more than
Yeah,
welcome to.
I can put that in there.
Yep. So listing the leads is a great platform if you want to get started, or even if you're using street text right now, this is a very easy to use. There's lots of PDF guides that are available. You can just click and it like creates ads for you instantly, super easy. I will say that the one thing that I didn't like initially about listing the leads, especially in my area, is I had to go, listing the leads will only let me put in like Los Angeles, California, which isn't really exactly the center of Los Angeles is not necessarily where I want to do most of my advertising. But what I've learned that I can do with that is go back into the ads manager and then adjust it after it's created the ads for me.
Yeah,
So-
and listings to leads, like their bread and butter is promoting running ads on your listings.
Yeah.
Not so much as how street text is you can run ads on everything and they're all probably going to do really well.
Yeah.
Listings to leads is let's borrow a listing, let's promote our listing. That's their bread and butter. But for $60 a month and all the PDFs you get and you can customize them all, brand them all. I'm like, here, take my $60 every month.
Yeah. Yeah. And Wendy, do you use listing the leads too to promote your listings?
No.
No, you use street text only. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I got it and then I didn't use it because
Right.
I'm gonna use it if I'm in street text. Like I can't.
Mhm.
It's like someone that uses 3 CRMs. Carrie.
Good shot at me, Wendy. Good shot.
Look who's talking.
Looks like I'm gonna have to make a little trip to Vegas.
Speaking, Patricia, did you connect with her to do your chime thing?
Yeah, he helped me. He's an expert.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
everything for me.
Yes, and I helped her get started with some video view ads that we're going to retarget, and we loaded her custom audiences lists. and got those started for her. And one thing that I will say on custom audience lists is, Facebook is a international company. And so when they're looking at phone numbers, you need to make sure you got a 1 in front of that phone number for the best match results. Yeah. So I don't know if I know Street Text connects your customer lists with your database and that kind of stuff, but I'm not sure if they add the 1 on the phone number. I'm assuming they would, but if you're uploading customer lists yourself, you need to add a 1 in front of their phone number for US audiences. And so a simple trick that I use in Excel to do that is I create another column and I say, take that column, add 1E10, which is 1 with 10 zeros, plus that number. And then it gives me a 1 in front of their phone number. And that's the easiest thing to do. And if you have parentheses and spaces and all that kind of stuff in your phone numbers, just do find replace and take out all of those things. So find brackets, replace with blank, and just do that for all the different things. And then you'll just get numbers. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm an Excel geek. Yes. I'm gonna post in the Agent Power Group Facebook page a video on exactly how to do that.
I was gonna say, that's what you need to do. Do a video so we can have a.
Step by step. I'll show it in Google Sheets and I'll show it in Excel how to do it.
There you go. And pop it in an email and email it to everybody.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do my bomb video and send it out. All these things.
There you go.
All right. Let's see. So about landing pages. So we're running all these ads and all that, and YouTube just drives people to like the page, right? There's no response mechanism for that one, right?
Yeah. So in my YouTube description, I always make sure to have a couple lead magnets in there. So I say, click here for a free living in Las Vegas guide. So if you have a landing page for your guide, you should. And then they fill out their name, email, and phone to get the guide. So I have that in there. And then for more information about this property, click here. I take them to the property site. To book on my calendar, click here. So I have all of my contact information right there, or to shop for all luxury homes in Las Vegas, go here with my website. So and you got to make sure HTTP or HTTPS is on there. Otherwise it won't link up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just put www. It won't link up and nobody will be able to click, and then nobody will be
Gotcha.
Stuff.
Yes.
So that's how you can capture, but more in the comments. So always make sure you like what people say, unless you hate it and then you delete it, and comment back. Because like when you do videos about moving to your area, or like the cost of living in your area, pros and cons about your area, people engage. Like people that are moving there want to know this stuff, and those are the best clients to get. It's 100% organic.
And the people that do those comments, is there a way to message them directly, or do you like reply and say, hey, would love to talk to you, visit my website and call me? Or
yeah, you just reply right through the comment section. Yeah, there's no messenger for that.
Okay.
But yeah, you can message them a link to connect directly or whatever.
Okay, great. And okay, so that's good. Now, Street Text and land listing the leads both have their built-in kind of landing pages for lead captures, or they use the Facebook form. Those, one thing that I started doing is sometimes they allow you to add they modify the code a little bit. And this might be interesting for you, Wendy, because those landing pages that Street Text builds, there's an editor. And in that editor, you can go in and you can plop in your follow-up boss, that little chat me code. You can pop in your Facebook cookie code, because there's a lot of people that will go to that page. Although I think Street Text has the retargeting cookie already in it. They'll go to that page, but there's an option for you to put in your follow-up boss code, for example, so that your phone number and they can chat you and all that kind of stuff shows in there.
That is interesting. Yeah, I don't ever edit those PDFs just because It's too much time.
Yeah, maybe it's too much
Everything-
time,
The
but
realtors can rip off and duplicate. I'm like, I don't care. Care. Do it.
yeah, there's all those things, so other little things that you can do, which is a nifty little trick. And sometimes you'll get a little extra on it. What's nice is if you're using Follow Up Boss, it will know if they've seen that person before, and then it flags it in your Follow Up Boss so that they've visited your website, even though they didn't fill out the form before. Maybe they're just clicking on the ad again, but it will show that to you in that Follow Up Boss, that history. So you'll know, oh, they're active again or whatever. And then that leads to follow-up. The big follow-up question, the manual follow-up, there's automated follow-up, right? So they come in as a lead. We got all kinds of systems that keep in touch with them and all that. So your CRM is a great source. They have automated things. And automated, should we be putting videos in these automated drips? Who's putting videos in their automated drips? Okay. All right. Great.
So
And
Darcy, in your street text, when you run your home value ad, you automatically have a 9-month funnel in there. So that's where I pop mine in, which you'll have access to my whole 9-month funnel. You can make your own videos and pop them in. But yeah, so those are good places to put them.
then we
You
have,
just link it to like your YouTube page or something?
I actually have Bomb Bomb put in there, but you could, oh wait, that's a lie. I have a mixture of Bomb Bomb and YouTube. So like some of the other ones that I made that I put on YouTube, I put those in there because I like to take people to my YouTube page so they can get to know and trust me.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I have them going to both.
Okay.
Herb, are you used to running Lofty, aren't you?
yeah, I'm on Follow Up Boss and Lofty. Those are my two.
So what I like about the Lofty part of it is when the listing goes in MLS, it automatically creates the landing page in Lofty, and then I go ahead and take that link and you can drop it in the other one, so now it drives them to your website that easily.
Yes. And that automatic, so when you get a new listing, Lofty creates what's called a landing page.
Yeah.
And let me just show you what that looks like. Lofty has a lot of features that I just absolutely love because you can just click and create ads on your social and then turn those or create a post on your social, and then you can easily turn those into ads as well.
Yeah, out of their social studio.
And then let me just pull up this.
Because it'll do promotion pages, showings, open houses, and text codes as well. And that's why I like it's just all in one place. I lost a lot of redundant systems when I went over to Chime and left Real Geeks.
Yeah, for example, here's my Lofty, and we just had this new listing, and this is what the landing page looks like. So it shows a house and it flips through some pictures. And this, I don't know, can you see this? It's asking me to sign in through Google, which is really great. And it's got this little automated assistant here, and you can plop in your videos and all that kind of stuff on the house, and then all the photos. And then I add this section here with my phone number, and they can also respond this way. And you can set this landing page so that after a certain time or a certain number of page views, if they start digging around in your website, this is right on your website. So if they start digging around on your website, then it'll ask them to register. The default is that it's going to pop up right away, which I find a little bit annoying. So I have to go in there and change that.
Yeah, I got mine at 3 or 4.
Yeah, so if they do 3 or 4 different page views, then they're digging around. Okay, great, super. Let's ask them for their contact or the register.
But you're not doing that on your street text.
No.
Yeah, that's important to make sure you take that off.
Yes, no register on street text because they've already provided their information.
Yeah, they don't want to do that twice.
And you can create multiple versions of duplicate the landing page and have one with no registration. And so you can do that. Okay, great. Does anyone else want to talk about anything else related to this topic here today? Because I think we had a great call and we went a little bit over, but that's fine. Okay. Hey, thank you everyone for joining on. Appreciate it. Let's keep this up and I'll see you next week.
All right. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye. Join us on our next free Zoom mastermind call. Let's unlock the realtor rocket ship that you are for 2024. So click below. See you there.